I'm happy for Halle Bailey. You know what I'm saying? She did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah, got a bag.
She got a bag. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at her. I like what her handlers are doing with her career as opposed to Chloe.
Did they have different handlers?
So stay out different something. Or who was in the room where it was like, all right, Chloe, we're gonna push you to be the sex symbol. Haley, like, we're gonna keep you like safe over here and go Disney route. I think Haley went the right route.
I think. Yo, we in the building once again. Episode 130.
Buck 30,
wow.
yo.
I'm your host.
From Buck 50.
Yeah, exactly. I'm your host, Rich. You already know my brother with me.
We here. Free is here, man. What's today? June 1st? Renters due.
I mean, shit, me. I can't remember last time I paid my shit on the 1st. It's definitely gonna be the 3rd.
They gotta wait till
whatever's
the 3rd.
the allowable parameters.
You gotta wait till
the grace period before the late fee. I need all of that.
You gotta wait till then, respectfully.
What you talking about?
I'm all set on paying on time.
Yeah, facts. Never rent on the 1st.
Speaking of all set, let's just get right into it.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover this. There's been a lot going on.
Skip and Shannon are breaking up after the finals. How do you feel?
I mean, I think your man Uncle Shay Shay or whatever you niggas call him is a bozo.
Oh wow, we're right to that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I think he's a bozo. I feel like Skip brought him in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Skip definitely made him hot. Let's be clear.
Skip brought him in the game. He caught a wave off. Shuckle bucking and smoking black and miles for you niggas and wearing do-rags for some reason. I don't know why y'all love that so much. You know what I'm saying?
He went do-rag and brought Hitty on set. Niggas was like,
do-rag and like, oh my God.
He became the uncle for Black America.
50-year-old man with a black and mile and all of a sudden we love him. Like, I don't really understand. He doesn't do none of that in his real life. Like, he's not running around wearing do-rags and smoking black and miles. He's a millionaire. Let's not get
let's be
like
clear.
He's literally like just shucking and jiving for niggas. But whatever. So he got cool how he got cool. Now he's going his own way. And I just feel like it's corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, Skip might have said a little couple things here and there, whatever. Shannon might feel like he jealous of him or whatever. But I feel like Shannon is letting other people put the battery in his back too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I will say some of the disrespect was kind of over the top. It was definitely like, I felt like
over the top.
There was some low blows in there. Like when he's telling them when Shannon was like, "Yo, I made the Hall of Fame. I got 3 chips," and Skip was like, "So what?" Like basically saying like, "You're still not qualified to criticize Tom Brady." It was kind of
he's
crazy.
Not.
It's a football. You could talk football about another football.
I mean,
play at the highest
he talked football, but at the end of the day, that's Tom B.
All right, Tom had a bad game. You could say Tom. If Tom throws 4 picks, we supposed to say he didn't have a bad game? We just supposed to overlook it?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, he had a bad game. That's all he was just commentating on the game, and Skip was just, he was going blood.
I don't really think, me personally, I didn't really think what Skip's he came at his football accomplishments, said Tom football accomplishments is way crazy.
So he kind of low boyed him when it was like, put your effing glasses back on. Like, he kind of chumped him out kind of crazy.
I've seen way worse back and forth on sports shows before.
I have too,
way
agreed.
Worse.
I'm not saying I'm just saying I felt like it was building up. You know what I mean? Like, also, like, if you go on Twitter, like, Shannon just liked the tweet and basically was saying, like, the last 2-3 years when Shannon started to get popularity, Skip might have felt the way. That's when he started taking those little pot shots, some little low blow shots at Shannon. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. It wasn't like F your moms, I'm calling you out your name, but it was like, just talking to somebody a certain type of way, like where you felt like there was a lack of respect, or it was like Skip was like, yo, I'm Skip, you're Shannon, like, you're still below me. Don't get crazy.
Yeah,
that was the kind of the energy it gave off.
At the end of the day, if you skip, you always gonna have to you always want to feel like you need to keep that established. Like, yo, fam, I'm still like I'm your pops in this type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is Shannon kind of letting other people get in his ear. You buffing LeBron super crazy.
I was just gonna say, do you think because it's clear now that Shannon has like the inside, he has LeBron's cell phone now.
I mean, yeah, he's gone. LeBron. I mean, Shannon went from LeBron, a random LeBron like fan eater, to now like a full blown
random LeBron eater is crazy.
to now a full blown, like, you know what I'm saying, he is the LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he's locked in. He's like the #1 LeBron supporter.
Yeah, but it's to the point where it's like, he's not even like all the what's that shit called when what's it called impartial.
Yeah, he
all the fairness, impartialness is totally out the window. No objectivity whatsoever. That's totally out the window. And you know, Braun in his ear. Braun and Skip shit is personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Braun is like, yo, this man's been slandering me my entire life.
20 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Since
Straight.
I got drafted.
Like, Skip has made an entire career of slandering LeBron. Let me go stand up.
We gonna stand up.
So the fact, it's just a natural. It's too much fiction right there.
Skip towards the end of the road too.
Exactly.
Old.
You know, LeBron gonna gas Shannon up like, yo, you don't need him no more.
I'm pretty sure
LeBron feel like he's putting a knife in Skip back a little bit.
Like,
Skip, hold that.
Hold that. He's done with you.
I'm hearing Clutch Sports is starting their own little podcast company, sports brand or entertainment brand or whatever. And Shannon has something to do with it. We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. Yeah, Rich Paul holler. See what's going on over here, man.
Yeah.
What would you want to see for Skip? Like a couple people were saying Nick Wright. Who else? Where does he go from here?
It has to be somebody black. It has to be somebody black.
It has to be black. It
has to be without the racial yaminery.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not as much fun.
It's
not as much fun.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? We need because a big part of Skip's allure is black people feeling like he's the angry white man that hates them. Mm-hmm. So they watch him to, like, you know what I'm saying, argue with the angry white man. See him get
embarrassed, or see where it's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. Or see him be wrong about get schooled by a nigga, whatever.
Facts.
So, yeah, it got to be somebody black. Somebody
it gotta be somebody that's vibey, but it's like, Skip is tricky because it's like, he likes you to push back, but like, when you push back too much or you feel like the shot might be too personal, you might not see him again. Like, remember when Jalen Skip brought over Chris Broussard, but he ain't bring over Jalen Rose after he told him 1.4 points per game. Like when he put that out there, Skip I think that Skip felt that in his chest.
Yeah, but Jalen Rose is a little heavy at ESPN. He wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, I mean Rob Parker's still on Fox Sports, but I ain't seen him on Undisputed in about 2 years.
It's a little shaky.
Shaky.
Because, the Skip and Shannon dynamic got so heavy that's kind of like...
They really need Rob, right?
Yeah.
I think Rob might have been just like, armchair.
Rob getting old, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he needs somebody young. I think a former player, somebody like Brandon Marshall over there at the pivot, joining Ryan Clark or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of them, somebody like that, somebody young opinionated, young looking at least opinionated. Gotta be black, though.
Dion might have been a good choice if he wasn't a coach. Somebody like that, nobody who could talk in front of the camera, like you said, good aura. Good energy.
Yeah.
Can't be like nobody can be Kawhi. Somebody that ilk. You know what I mean? Like,
no. And it can't be a light skinned nigga neither. I need a black nigga.
I need a dog. I need energy.
I need that. I need the anger to be there.
I need energy. What's Steven Jack working?
Steven Jack would be fire on what's his name?
Fire on
what?
He
blow off that shit. What?
Yeah.
He be lit on Undisputed.
Yeah. Because he'll talk his talk, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna front. He might snuff Skip.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I don't think some things Skip be saying. Skip said to Shannon, Stephen A might have stood up on him like, yo, my nigga, relax.
Yeah.
Like, you doing too much.
I think ultimately, though, Shannon might have tricked herself off a good spot, B.
Because where does Shannon go from here? Like, are we, I mean, I guess Club Shay Shay is doing numbers. But, like, I'm not really tuned in. I'm not, like, I got to see. You know what I mean?
His shit is all, it been on Fox platforms. Like, the boost from Fox is there. Like, they're paying people's appearance fees. Don't be dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's like, to take your show, and he's not going to go independent because, you know what I mean? That's a lot. You know what I mean? So, then it's like, who you going to sign with other companies? How's he going to work his move? But Fox is already a heavy hitter. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he was in a good spot, B. I think he let people put the battery in his back. Kwame and all these other characters put batteries in his back. But we're going to see.
Yeah, I think the Kwame, like we talked off air, the Kwame shots and, like, his vitriol that he threw at Shannon, I think that definitely hit his chest. He definitely felt that as far as, like, maybe looking at Skip funny in the light and then just being dread in general. Because the guy, like, really personal with Kwame on air, too. So I don't know if Fox might have had him, like, yo, what we doing here?
Yeah.
Like,
it's getting a little crazy.
It's getting a little crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. My man Shannon's like really like an emotional wreck. Like from that shit he did on the court, the Lakers game.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah, I'm saying.
To fight niggas behind LeBron. Yo, when you really take a step back, that's a lot, bro. Like you was at the game ready to fight the niggas behind LeBron.
It's just like, bro, like you're really
Yo,
emotionally
bro, you
unstable, low
gotta
key. You damn near
slow
60 years old.
down,
Is you on
bro.
steroids?
I seen Shannon up close in the bank. That nigga thighs po homo was like this big camera. Look at me like it's size of me, bro. He's broad, just as broad as he looks on camera.
My man around
He's
like the
broad
Rock.
like he look like the Rock.
That's crazy.
I mean, he might be. I wouldn't be surprised if on some type of HGH. Because it's like, who's testing him? You don't get tested for that. Like, why wouldn't
Exactly.
you? You know what I
Once
mean?
you get out of it don't matter. No, I seen the other day, I was in the gym, they had the steroids warning in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, niggas out running around just on steroids just for no reason.
See, and like you said, it's tricky. Like, you got the steroids, but then, like, they separate the HGH and certain shit is like a different category.
True.
Yeah, I mean, because I know my cousin had fucked his knee up, and the doctors prescribed him some type of HGH to get his shit back right.
That makes sense.
Because they had to go in his kneecap and fix some shit. So, I mean, yeah, but niggas in shape. But like you said, I don't know where he go from here. Does he? Where does Shannon pull up the first take? Would you watch Shannon and Stephen A, or is that too black for you? You need a white guy to counteract.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a real Shannon Sharpe fan, bro. Like, I really could really be. I'm good with him being packed up, honestly. But
was it
I don't like.
You felt like the Hennessy and the Black and Mild shit was too coonery?
I hate that. For one, I really just hate his voice. I hate how he speaks. You feel me? Like the super coon like the super coon tongue he talks with.
Yeah,
it just annoys me. And then
the coon tongue is crazy.
I hate how he speaks. And then you feel me? His whole then it just went left when he went Black and Mild, Hennessy, do-rag, and all that.
It's too much.
Chill out, fam. Like,
represent us better. Like, bring us movie.
Be you.
You know what I mean?
Be yourself. If that's really who you are, then I wouldn't mind it. If Tracy Morgan was doing that, I wouldn't be like, oh, he's wild.
On that type of timing.
But Shannon Sharpe, that's never been you.
Like, you don't smoke at all. You
drink. Blonde white women, 24/7. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, let's call it.
You don't smoke Black and Milds and drink 40s, bro?
Yeah, nah. I feel you on that. And then the fact that you promoting that to the public, like, this is what type of time.
This is what black people do.
Like, nah, bro. Like, I can't remember the last time I had Hennessy. But anyways, moving on.
Somber note.
Yeah, we gotta go somber note. Yeah, I mean, a lot of niggas dying, man. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love you. DC Young Fly's reported wife died in Miami getting a mommy makeover. Listen, I'm not gonna be the one to tell a woman what to do, what not to do as far as your bodies go. You know what I mean? I know when you have children, it could shape some shit around, but surgery is really, really dangerous. Like, I want to be clear on that. Like, especially when you talking about surgeries, when the people got to go in your stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're getting close to certain arteries and organs. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you get surgery on like a limb, like a finger, or a knee, even a leg. Even like once you go between the neck and the knee, once you start playing in that areas, it gets tricky.
Yeah,
we talking about you could hit wrong inch over, you hitting the wrong blood vessel, like it gets tricky. Be like the biggest muscles is in your back and your thighs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your liver, your organ, everything is right here. So once you start cutting in here, you playing with it. Like, I don't want to never be on the table. I don't want to see nobody on the table where it's like I can see your heart beating or I can see your lungs. Like, if it's to that, like, I would hope that you're getting repaired, like you was in a nasty accident. But just like voluntarily going to that, me personally, I wouldn't advise it, B. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Yeah. I and to add to that, I just wouldn't. I don't trust doctors that much.
You can't, bro.
Like,
they saying this doctor wasn't even certified.
Yeah, like you've been to school, you've been to anything. You know, people are finessing their way through school, B.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really just here about to just trust everybody with a title. You know what I'm saying? Just run around get my body cut up.
What'd you say if he got a YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, we forgot to get into that. Like,
yeah, like you gotta start vetting these doctors. Yeah, like I don't like personally. I want like an older doctor, maybe in his 50s, so I know he got years and years of experience in.
There's certain professions that the person you dealing with, you don't want them to have a YouTube.
You don't want them too
Lawyer,
young.
Doctor.
It's certain, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's certain professions when I see the person, like, I might get a little nervous if he's too young for my liking. Like, pilot. I don't want to see a young pilot. I don't want to see a young pilot though.
No,
I don't
want to see a pilot with a YouTube either.
Hell no. Imagine he doing that shit on while he on the joint, while he's
Yeah.
behind the
They
control.
talking about, yo, look at the controls, look at the autopilot, look how it works. No, fam, hold the fucking steering wheel, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't want to see an old pilot. Really don't want to see a old, like you said, old doctor. I want to see an old doctor.
wanna
Don't want to
see
see a
old
young
doctor.
nigga. Preferably an older lawyer. I might give a chance of maybe nigga in his 30s, but I really want an older lawyer. Like, I need you to have some
30.
experience with your
Yeah.
shit, a little gray. I'm gonna just say, I want to see a little gray in you.
Yeah.
I want to see some
I
gray.
need you to have been through some fire,
Yeah, B. Like, I don't need you to be testing on me like I'm your first. Nah. I need you to been through fire, B. Because like you said, like 35, 40-year-old doctor, like, nah, it's not enough, B. It's not enough. You still try by it. It's not enough years for you to really be elite, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be like you just became a doctor. Like, you had to go through mad school, bro.
Yeah.
So I need some grays on you. You know what I mean? Dentist, all that, B. You going playing with my teeth. Like, I need you to have some gray
I don't need my
hairs.
dentist to have a YouTube.
Absolutely not, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what are we talking about, B? Y'all niggas is crazy. And, you know, it's unfortunate for, you know what I'm saying, to bring it back to the human part of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nasty for him because they got 3, you know what I mean? Obviously, he's financially situated, but it's just like not having a biological parent is rough. Like, you know what I mean? You got to explain that to the kids. Like, that shit's going to be a lot of empty family joints. You know what I'm saying? Where it could have been, they was together. So it could have been, where it would have been you, baby mom's, wifey, and the kids. It's just you and the kids now.
It's crazy.
So it's
I
never
didn't
going to
even
hit the same.
I didn't even realize they had been together that long, son.
Nah.
Like, they had 3, like, they got 3 kids. Like,
because you got to think, too, like, quiet as kept, like, I remember when DC really, like, blew up off the gram. That was, like, 2015. And then, like, Wildin' Out, like, he transitioned right to that. And I remember seeing her on the joint. And then, like, he locked in. So it's been about 5, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, 5, 6. He been going hard.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy, though.
Yeah, that's nasty, bro. That's nasty work. On the surgery table. And it's a few, like, I think one of my homegirls, I don't want to mistake it, but you know what I'm saying? I think she passed. Her best friend passed on the surgery table. Like, everybody's not certified. Especially y'all niggas be trying to go the cheap route, go to Columbia and DR, get real dangerous. It get real shaky. So like you said, bro, like, please, doctors, certain shit like that, like, get you somebody that got some real experience, 15, 20 years under their belt. You know what I mean? You don't need a doctor that's your age or that you might have went to high school with. Like, nah. You know what I mean? Get you somebody that's about 10, 15 years your senior so you know, like, they've been doing this for a minute. This is what it is. Like you said, nigga doing YouTube, like, if the time that you was doing YouTube, you could have been reading books or practicing. That's how I look at it, B.
And, like, the key to all of this is stop cutting corners when it comes to yourself.
And your health. You know what I mean?
When it comes to yourself and things you're doing to you and things that'll benefit you, like when you cut corners on yourself, you end up
cutting corners in your life.
You cut corners. Like you're literally cutting the corners of your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she went to that doctor because clearly they had some promo shit going on. He probably gave a discount. Like you did that shit for a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't go to the best nigga.
Nah.
You cut corners on yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
anytime you cut corners, it never really works out, B, on anything, bro. Like, it's just what it is.
It's just what it is, B.
Like, don't be cheap with yourself. But, like, yeah, speaking of health scares and shit being nasty work, what's up with Jamie? He got a new update, man. They saying he's paralyzed. They saying he's blind.
What?
They saying stroke, aneurysm in the brain,
His
blood clot in the brain. His daughter told us pickleball.
What happened
2
to
different
pickleball?
Extremes. What's really going on?
What happened to pickleball in the backyard?
Listen, we haven't seen Jamie in about 2 months. That's for one. I haven't seen him make a video showing his face, a wave.
Now it's blood clot.
Clearly, he had something serious had to happen. And I'm willing to go even further as to say his appearance isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he had a stroke, my concierge at my old building, I ran into him. He had a stroke. Like, his whole face is droopy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he recovered. He out walking around. But, like when I was dabbing him up, I kind of felt bad, like, because I could see the droop. Like, he had the Jim Ross. You know what I'm saying?
It take a lot. Like, I think they say, like, the quicker you catch it, you might could come back a little bit if they do a lot of physical therapy and all that.
Yeah. Like, it don't look crazy, but you could tell, like, his shit a little droop.
I think, like, the thing that throws me off about all of this is why is it different stories from supposed inner circles?
The whole everybody on the right is saying vaccine. He was forced to take it. He didn't want to take it. And that's where we at. Like, flat out. They going vaccine. But I don't want to go that far. But clearly I think it's serious. Can we agree on that?
I mean, that it has to be serious, but I just don't understand why it was one thing. It was like, yo, serious problem. Then it's like, yo, he's good. Then it's like, serious problem. Then it's like, oh, nah, the niggas in the backyard playing pickleball. Then it's like, oh, nah, serious problem. Like, what's up, B? Like, why y'all giving us different stories, different things?
I think his appearance is altered.
And then there's no visuals whatsoever.
I think number one, his appearance is probably altered. I'll go as far as saying that. I think his appearance is altered because they would at least, I felt like they gave us a video or something. Even like when God bless the dead, when Bismarck, he like right before he passed, like he kind of went
in the
made
hospital
video
bed waving at niggas.
Like at least like he looked like it was nasty. It looked like it was like damn, like he looked like he was going through it, but he gave you like he was conscious. You know what I mean?
It could be Jamie like, yo, I'm fucked up right now. I don't want to take no pictures. I don't want to take no pictures.
That's why I feel him. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know your shit twisted, you don't want to come out with your shit looking crazy. Like I get all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame the nigga for not going video. But it's like if you don't go video, would you at least go audio? Like, yo, I'm good. Like
then they gonna say it's AI.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like you Jamie, it's like, oh fuck it, niggas. I'm not, my shit ain't right now.
I just want to know why it's different stories coming out. Well, who are these sources?
What do you think happened to Jamie? If you had to bet $1,000,
I think maybe I don't know. Maybe the vaccine. And then they just like, yo, now they like, yo, we had a plan to pack him up anyway, so we gotta hurry up and get the clone ready before we pull it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he was gonna get packed up soon regardless. Who the speaking out with the Kanye and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Doing a lot. Yeah, he been doing a lot lately. He been like really running around like he was free.
They say he was slated to testify like against Obama in the prize money laundering shit.
A lot going on.
So Leo the cat, like yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like he was probably going to get packed up and replaced soon enough regardless. And then maybe the vaccine thing just happened to happen. But eventually the weird storyline and everything, because they're not going to tell you that they packed them up because they're going to roll some imposter out there for future usage.
I think we'll be able to see the difference.
No, I mean, I don't think so.
Gucci looks different.
Who?
Gucci looks different.
But we still think he's the same person.
Do we? Yeah, you know, when we did the verses and he said Pookie, Logan, and Durk, I think that was like, all right.
I locked him in.
I locked him in. I think they did that with Mike, honestly.
Mike who?
Jack.
When was it an extra Mike?
When he when his hair caught on fire.
Oh, the hair caught on fire, Mike. Yeah,
because like Mike after that was weird. It wasn't really the same.
The Mike after that was weird.
The guy left. It went crazy.
He went super left after that.
He went super left. He was never right. First of all, he went light skin. That's for one.
Extremely.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I really used to think growing up, like, I think the government did that. So like when they look back on the history books, it's like maybe he was white or he had white in him. Look at him.
Of course they did. You see what his kids supposed kids look like.
There's no way there's any traces of Joe Jackson in them those children. Like you can't. There's no Joe and Catherine in neither one of those kids. Like sorry. Like I don't care what you say. There's not. If you were to take a DNA test from Catherine and Joe, it would be no match at all. Like there's no Janet, no Mike, none of that in them. You know what I mean? Sorry. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Whether he raised them as his kids, that's one thing. But if we talking like coming from out of that bloodline, impossible.
Yeah.
That's another reason. Like, I feel like they cloned them and, like, in the clone, it was like, yeah, you're going to go white kids and, like, we're going to pass your generational wealth is going to pass through white people. It's not going through black people.
Yeah, basically, that's what happened.
That's what's to me. You know what I mean? Like, they said it's like Dennis' first wife got a bag, like the Debbie joint. Like, what? Like, none of the people that look like Jermaine got the real bag.
Nobody black has a Michael Jackson
bag. Paris and all them, none of them. Blanket looks like, his name is Owen. Like, he has no ounce of black in him at all.
His name Blanket is nuts.
Yeah, it gotta be nuts. But without skewing too far back, like you said, yeah, Jamie Foxx. I think they are going clone also. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what are we waiting on? Like, it's either clone or it's like really twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever they done got facial reconstruction surgery on to look like his shit ain't healed yet.
It's not here right.
Yeah.
It's like we trying to push it out, but maybe it's not ready.
Word.
And they just really gonna go 0 Dark 30. Like, You can't be, I mean, if the niggas really had a fucked up medical situation, like, you can't be mad at Jamie and them being like, I don't want to talk to niggas.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, if they don't update us for a while and they just pop back out in 8 months with a Jamie Foxx, like, are we really going? It's not like we every day gonna be trying to pull up to his crib.
Nah, we're not.
So
you know
it's
what I mean?
like,
as long as the shit is good and functional to make appearances, that's all you need. You know what I mean? Get through some scenes. Like you said, AI is so crazy now. Like, we don't really need to do too much. Yeah, we got enough of your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I watched some shit the other day. The lady that used to run the CIA talking about how she how they got all these crazy advanced masks and all that, and how you could barely tell who people are. They got people playing all type of different roles and all type of shit. Niggas be right in front of the president briefing him. He don't even know who he talking to. Like, she said it was crazy. And this interview was from like 15 years ago.
Yeah. I believe it. So now you know it's even more dangerous.
Yeah,
it's even more dangerous. So we're saying we don't expect any new Jamie from the original Jamie Foxx. No new movies from him.
I don't think we're ever seeing that guy again.
Yeah. Well, speaking of black actors and actresses, on a more positive note,
is it?
Kinda. It's positive in the sense that shout out to Halle Berry, Halle Bailey. Right?
Yeah, that is her name. Fact. Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey, holding it down for the young black actress queens out there.
Yeah.
Lil Mermaid, Sturdy, Backlash, white people, upset. Really all over the world. Other races.
I'm upset too.
Why are you upset, Rich?
I'm upset because her pops is not black in the movie.
And her love interest is like white, Indian, like, it's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just go black throughout. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Come on, B.
Like, I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she black? Or is she just a burnt, like, ethnic girl in the movie? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think
chick with
they don't promote her like, yo, she's from Africa. That's for sure. Like you said, it's like she's somewhat of the sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just all it is to it.
Mixed race, of other ethnic.
Racial ambiguity.
Ambiguous.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely that energy for sure.
I seen a little preview. I'm like, damn, her hair is mad, then they're blonde.
They do give her, she got low energy, you know, in some of the scenes with, like, the red. It's, like, dreaded a little bit, like, come out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she do got, like, some ethnic hairstyling in there. But, I mean, I'm happy for Halle Berry. Halle Berry. I'm happy for Halle Bailey. You know what I'm saying? She did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah, got a bag.
She got a bag. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at her. I like what her handlers are doing with her career as opposed to Chloe.
Did they have different handlers?
So they got different something. Or who was in the room where it was like, all right, Chloe, we're gonna push you to be the sex symbol. Haley, like, we're gonna keep you like safe over here and go Disney route. I think Haley went the right route.
I think Chloe did it to herself.
You think so? You don't think that was? You think? I think it was a little bit of Chloe, and I think it was a little bit of like the label. Like, we need a little bit more edge from her.
I feel like Chloe did an Instagram video or two, being a little risky. She got good response. Well, she thought it was a good response, and she leaned into it. She overly leaned into it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And and then I guess the label got behind it too. Like, well, fuck it, sex her up.
Sex her up. That's what's really going on. Janelle Monáe got sexed up. She got sexed up. But I mean,
Chloe's fan base wasn't ready for her to be sexed up, though.
They wasn't. I was just about to say that. I think they kind of like threw them off. Like, really? Is this where we're going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm pretty sure parents are still taking their kids to go see Chloe. You know what I mean? Whatever she got
Chloe's
going on.
fan base wasn't ready for her to be that sexed up.
So
you know what
she
I'm
coming out, cheeks out, and this and that.
Even the niggas that was in her fan base at the time probably wasn't ready for her to be that freaked out. Like, they wanted a good church girl with a little bit of yeeks.
And then, like, a little bit of yeeks. Like you said, like, Halle's doing Little Mermaid. Chloe's on fucking Amazon Prime shows getting her back blown out for an episode. You know what I mean? So, like you said, her lean in, and then I think the label leaned in too. Like, well, fuck it. If you're going to go this route, let's go all the way into it.
Let's smut you out. Get it going.
I think the safe route is the best route because if all else fails, Haley could go to the Chloe Tatiana route. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say Thaddy route, just the Chloe super sexed out route. But she still could go back over here. Like, I think if Chloe tried to go back Disney, it would probably be disingenuous. It probably wouldn't hit the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Halle definitely is smart. It's always, I feel like as a joint, it's always smarter to go with the cleaner route, the more covered up route, the more,
Taylor Swift route.
Taylor Swift route, the more, just innocent route, because
Because you're going to have a woman regardless. They're going to support you. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the parents and the children. They're going to support you.
It just leaves you a bigger space to get right in. And then, like you said, you can always slut yourself out later.
You
know what I'm saying? It's hard to start off with slut and then clean it up
try
later.
To clean it up. Like,
you know
nobody's going for that. Like, it's like respect the Black China, but it's like, come on, we know you for Bad Girls Club energy. Like, we're not going for you. We're not going to tune into your like church service.
Yeah, you can't put it's like you can technically, but figuratively and mentally, you can't put your ass back in your pants.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Once it's out, it's out.
Once it's out, it's out.
It's out. You can clean it up as much as you want, but like you said, like, and it'll take years. Like, I think like Kim is finally getting to the point where it's like, okay, well, maybe we might take her serious free and niggas. Like, she had to do a whole lot to really revamp her.
But the second
niggas still go back to that.
The second
niggas
do something epic is sex tape whore.
Sex tape whore. Niggas still bring like, we ain't forget.
Like they don't let her breathe.
They don't let her breathe. Like she said some shit like, yeah, Kanye's antics, da da da. Niggas was like, bro, your sex tape is way worse on the kid's future than anything Kanye ever said or did. Let's be clear. They definitely always go back to that.
It's hard to come back from that smut route if
Chloe's
it doesn't
not
work.
Egregiously smutted out, but it's like she's at the point where it might be hard to come back with. Like I think she's turned off a lot of people.
Yeah, because the smut route is like you can go far, but it's gonna be like the smut route is like a shooting star.
Yeah,
you feel me?
You better hit.
Yeah, you gonna go high, you gonna go hard. But if it's not the right situ, like you just smutted yourself out for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For nothing. Yeah, nah, I agree. Like you said, if you're going to go that route, you better hit.
You better hit.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, it's just like you went sexy for what?
You smutted yourself out for mad videos and your shit flop.
Mad shit flop. We don't really need you for the Disney look anymore. We got Halle. We got the safer version. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll call you if we need some more. So we need you. She can get a lot of la-la rolls.
Yeah, now it's like, what's up with the sex tape?
Yeah.
OnlyFans up? Where we going with it?
Where we going? Like, are you ready? Well, we got a character for you. We got a movie for you. Like, yeah, it's a stripper joint.
Spread your butt.
Yeah, you gotta show some ass.
Like that. You got no other purpose for you now.
Yeah, exactly.
Spread the meeks, man.
Like they wouldn't. I don't even think they would even come to Halle with any type of risque shit.
Nah, what? Like, they're not telling Halle spread a butt.
Like you're gonna get fired. You're gonna get removed from the room.
Yeah, what?
They're gonna violate
you. Ask Halle to spread a butt. Fired.
You're fired.
They can.
You're canned. Like
fuck is you talking about?
Thought you could ask her that? Like you're canned. You're out of here. Excuse me. Like fresh off Little Mermaid. Like her shit is. She could go a lot of different directions. Yeah. Like she go any route.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not jacking the color purple shit.
Is that her next shit?
Yeah, I'm not jacking that shit.
But look what we just said. Look, the fact that she's getting color purple.
Yeah, she's covered up again.
She's gonna be super covered.
She's
super
covered
slaved out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can almost believe it. Like, seeing her. Like, if I see Chloe on color purple, like, look at this style. Like, I don't know. It's not gonna work, B. Halle, it's like maybe I could see her back then. Like, I don't know if I could put Chloe and put that image, put her back in that time. But like, I could put Halle back there.
Yo, and that's crazy.
And as much as you just said, yeah, I'm not really here for it, it's like the fact that she's even getting that role, and that just goes to show like her route and her handle is like, we're gonna go safe route. And you can get all the real right shit. Like we got Halle, we got Mermaid on check-in, then we got Color Purple on the follow-up. Yeah. That's a good run. Yeah, nigga do two of those two, you can really sit for a couple years. Like I'm just gonna chill out, eat off these. You know what I mean? That's a solid joint. You know what I mean? Back to back. Nah, you know what I mean? She working. Like, I don't know what Chloe's doing. Like, I haven't heard no new features. Like, Sexy Red just got a feature from Nicki Minaj. Like, Chloe Bailey don't have no popping features. Like, Beyonce couldn't throw her a bone? Something? Like, come on now. Like, something. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you go that route and it don't hit, now your brand isn't, now shit is shaky because it's like, do I want to attach myself to the Chloe shit? Because you kind of cold. You kind of, I say Frio. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is attaching themselves to Halle. Like, yeah, we gonna attach your sister. She just did #1 box office, #1 big
Chloe's
Disney.
Gonna be calling Halle soon. Like, let me get it. Let's do a joint. Man.
Yeah, but like, can we do something? Or like, can I see if they got a part for me in there? Like, let's get into that. Like I said, Chloe's doing Amazon Prime shows with nondescripts, and Halle's doing big shit. You know what I mean? Super joints. You know what I'm saying? Little Mermaid.
I mean, she got clapped by what's her name? And
Damn, see, he did.
Yeah, she got clapped by somebody with clout.
But the shorty, I don't remember. I've seen her before. The star of the joint, like she's not in the shit that Halle's in. Let's just say that.
Nah.
I mean, it's just different budgets, B.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
and even Damson, like he's below Halle right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like even fresh off the Snowfall shit, like he's high up there, but Halle's like right here. Damson's like right there.
Damson is lit, but he's not coming out of no box office.
He's not boxy. He's not box office. They're not leading with him.
He's on streaming.
Yeah, he's on streamer.
He's on a platform.
He's on platforms.
But he's not on box. He's not box office. Like, chill out.
It's only a couple niggas that would get a super big Disney role. Like, we talking about the Michael B. Jordans. Like, they might call him up for a Disney joint. Like, yo, maybe play Aladdin. We're gonna make him black. Like, they might do some shit like that. Like, I don't know if they're gonna call Damson yet. He could be there. He's right. He's around the corner. He's around the corner. He's going this way. Like, he's going there.
He can get there.
Chloe's across the street somewhere. Like, yo, call the niggas. Like, oh, what's up? Like, you ain't like,
I ain't gonna lie. Damson might have bodied too many niggas on TV to get back with Disney. I don't know though. We gonna see.
Yeah,
maybe a Marvel joint.
Maybe Marvel. He might get a Marvel. He might get a Marvel
or action figure joint.
He could definitely get a Marvel joint. I don't know. I don't know if he could get a Disney.
Wholesome joint.
Yeah, nah. I'm not sure. Michael B, yeah, for sure. But Damson, I don't know yet. But like you said, he's around the corner. Chloe, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do. They gotta figure something out. She gotta get a feature bad. Beyonce gotta throw her a bone. That's something. Cause she's supposed to be doing the music shit. Her music not hitting.
What if my man J. Cole step in and save her? And Cole step in and save her?
He says J. Cole. Listen,
21 Savage or Cole or whatever niggas.
Yeah, it would take a Cole like feature, like something. It's big. Like it can't be nothing mediocre, bro. Like she has to come with somebody super sturdy. Gotta step in. Like Cole. Cole, he hasn't missed in about 2 years on features. You know what I mean?
Nah, he hasn't.
He's got the hottest song out right now and on the feature. Shout out to Durk. Shout out to All My Life. Have you tapped into All My Life yet? I mean, not All My Life. Have you tapped into Durk's album yet?
Yeah.
I was just listening to it. Durk MVP of the year. So far. Is he Jokic? Is he having a Jokic year?
I mean, for that song, for that J. Cole song, for sure, he's like, that's...
I like that. I like Pele Coat.
One of the biggest, like, records I heard in a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's smart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's smart. I give him that.
Nah, Durk came a long way. Let's be clear. Like, when him and Keith and them nigga 300 came out, I for sure thought it was just going to be like Keith and Reese. Maybe Durk could get some wave, but... He was the only one that really got, he focused up. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, we got something here, like, and I'm going to, like, actually be an artist. Like, I'm not going to just drill you to death.
He's like, it's really like a down year in hip-hop, for real, like.
For niggas, for sure, for dudes. Like we talked about in the last episode, I feel like the woman is having the best year so far. Like, all the biggest songs, besides All My Life, I feel like woman is holding it down. Like, Coily Ray having a good year. Ice Spice got a year, having a great year. Glow having a great year. Nicki hopping on all the relevant shit. She having a great year.
Yeah.
Mulatto got every joint saying, pull me out the plastic. The acting brand new. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the joints is holding it down. Whoever, niggas ain't really dropping. Conway dropped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I in all realness, be like, the MVP of the year is probably like somebody like one of them hoes. Fucking Lotto or Ice Spice or something.
I meant to ask you this because I was just thinking about it. Speaking of Conway, because he just dropped his album. Has Griselda reached their ceiling?
Yeah. What? That been happened.
Copy.
What? That's crazy. Where else are they going to go? What else can they do? They're not going to get more famous than they are now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
It's a style of music that's only going to go so far at this point.
Yeah. It's just like one pocket that wants to hear a bunch of bars. It just is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody can't be Wheezy. And it's just really, I don't know. I don't know if it's the look. Because, I mean, you could be a bar rap. Like, J. Cole got bars. But he makes good songs. He makes songs that, like, other niggas relate to. Like, you can't just drug and shoot me to death. You know what I mean? That's only going to get you so far.
I mean, J. Cole bars is, J. Cole says bars that motherfuckers is really like, what is he about to say next? What is he saying? Like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's criticizing shit that's going on. Like, he's saying
like
real, relevant bars that's like, oh, that's like real shit that motherfuckers relate to. He's not just like, yo, look how much bread I got. You know what I mean? Like,
I just left the connect.
Say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so many times you can hit him with the, yo, I got mad bread, or yo, I shot 50 niggas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, J. Cole be having other shit to say. But that's why but when they go to album mode, it's still like, all right, B, he run out of shit to say too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody run out of shit to say. But when it comes to
Is
feature
Durk
time,
bigger than Baby?
yeah, right now. Right now. Lil Baby last album, he ain't keep the heat going the same way. He ain't keep the flame going.
Yeah, it was just like I feel like he just kind of put it out there and just let it cook. You know what I mean? On some shit.
He didn't keep the flame going the right way. We're gonna see what Durk do with this album though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Durk having a good year for sure. Yeah, me and Gunna keep trying to sneak back out too. Is it over?
Yeah, B.
Weezy said it's over. Producer extraordinaire Weezy said it's over for Gunna.
I can't get with that nigga, B.
Boosie say he told. Durk say he told. Who you think you fooling came on the whip? And I must say it sounded pretty immaculate.
Who did what?
Who you think you fooling? Who you fooling? That song by Gunna? By who you fooling? Like his best joint that sounds like a little Oriental beat.
Oh, okay.
The one I sent through in the chat.
Oh, all right. I don't even know them shits by name.
All right, well, real Gunna fans, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Oriental beat joint. That shit sounded fire. But if we can't play 6ix9ine, we can't play Gunna. Same shit gotta apply, but I haven't played 6ix9ine since, so I guess we just gotta limit the
cool,
Gunna.
Bro, you got like 10 projects from Gunna, bro. It's enough shit to listen to.
You not listening to Gunna no more.
I mean, nah, I'm good on that. I mean, it's not like I really needed him. It's not like I was just like listening to Gunna.
I feel you. Yeah, trust me. Not listening to Gunna is not gonna make like my music experience like any less. Like I'll be okay.
Yeah, like the couple times a month or every 2 months that I did listen to him, like I swap him out. I've been giving Dolph a lot lately.
Word? Damn. R.I.P. Dolph, man.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of Dolph lately.
Dolph used to talk his shit.
Yeah, other niggas to listen to every. I mean, if you think,
who you thinking Dolph or Nipsey? Who you think was nicer, Dolph or Nipsey? I think that's like a fair comparison.
I mean,
similar movement.
I like listening to Dolph more, but Nipsey shit was definitely like more like substance to it for sure.
Copy.
For sure.
I'm still tight about Takeoff too. I ain't forget, man. Sick of you niggas, man.
That should ruin that whole movement. That should finish QC.
Yeah, finish them. This nigga Offset I liked Offset's solo album out of all of this joint. I think he has a chance to keep it going, but I don't know what Quavo gonna do, man. He might just have to do movies and just stick to hooks, be like Quavo, whole song Quavo would be hit or miss, be. And I don't know if I can go whole album with that shit, be.
And now what's the name? Blaming Sweetie.
Sweetie.
YG.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Sweetie said I'm off this. I'm going YG, man.
YG slamming her. Shit crazy.
Like Stallion curved Jameer party. He stepped off, so I'm going soccer player.
After all the tree shot to tell us that he was a real man.
He stood by all that shit.
He was a real man and he don't care about this and that and that and this. Next thing you know, you stood up, you tried to fight niggas for this with all type of extras, Captain Save a Treesh. And now look at
you was definitely trying to fight niggas.
On to the next
nigga.
Fight
niggas, B.
Yo, you look crazy when you sit there like Captain Save a Treesh for a drink and then she W too. Then you just sitting there looking stupid.
Hell yeah, you be dread.
Bozo. Tried to love her.
Like, yeah.
Everybody told you she was Treesh,
They told you she was street work. And you kept it, you just chose to look the other way. So, what are you going to do, man?
What are you going to do?
Should we get into my favorite segment?
Oh, yeah. Do that drip report, my brother.
Well. If you're new to this, you know we true to this. Every week we got what's called the drip report, a.k.a. the We're Off Lee segment. We just basically give you an update on what's going on in the fashion world, the do's and don'ts, a little advice, shit like that. And today, I want to highlight a certain shoe, the Zebras 350s. Yeezy and Adidas is back in cahoots. If you didn't know, Rich don't like it because he feel like Kanye back under control. But
I'm still copping though.
He said he's still copping. A lot of y'all niggas paid $1,000 for these. I seen the nigga do it at my lobby in my building. I know you're hurt right now. You can get them for retail. They about to be back out. I don't know the exact date, but just check Adidas the confirm app, Yeezy Supply. Yeezy back, you know what I mean? And we supporting black, you know what I mean? We supporting black business. Even though it's Adidas, so it's kind of like German business, but I'm all for Yeezy. I'm going to cop some I don't know if I'm going to cop these, but I'm going to cop some 700s. But I always wanted the Zebras, so I just wanted to highlight these on this drip report because Yeezy's back. Like, he's back with Adidas. Adidas was about to go bankrupt. They doing anything. They try to go fair God. Fear God, that's another thing. Please give us a different palette, like something. Like, don't just super big Brocky fucking sold me to death. Like, you did that with Nike. Like, we get it. Like, go a different direction. Kanye went a direction with Nike. He went a whole different direction when he went Adidas. You doing the same shit. Like, we seen it again. Like, we don't want robotic soul like silhouette. Yeah, but 350s is back. Shout to Yeezy. Shout to Adidas for getting their fucking mind right because they knew it was quiet without him.
Thanks.
And get you a pair, man. I'm gonna get me a pair of zebras this time around because I always wanted them. And Rich swear by them, so we're gonna see what's up. But in the meantime, we're gonna pay some bills. We're gonna get back to. We got a lot to talk about in the sports world.
Word, be fucking that. You know the Nuba's going crazy. It's about to be the finals.
About to be the finals.
Danny Lay was wilding in Miami. You know what I mean? At least scumbaggery.
You already know. You already know. Holla.
Coming back. All right, we back. Second half. You already know. We start every second half with elite scumbaggery. And if you don't know, elite scumbaggery is when somebody do some elite shit in such a scumbag way that you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? And this week's elite scumbag is Lil Durk.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't know why I'm picking Lil Durk as my elite scumbag, it's because he finessed me, right?
Explain.
I was listening. I hadn't heard the album. I heard all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, super
30.
positivity. I'm like, wow, I think Durk's on some other shit. Woo. This is fire. This isn't. I mean, I was hyped to listen to the album. I was excited. Durk switching it up. Finesse. Whole album's about murder.
Yeah, he addressing shit. He talking to niggas.
Whole entire album is about killing niggas and it's killing and murdering his opposition. I'm like, whoa. Elite scumbag play. You made us think that you changed, Durk. You gave us big inspirational vibes. Just to finesse us to go listen to more music about murdering your opponents.
Listening to on the album, like the bar that stands out, he was like, my only reason Brody died because he punched the Goofy. He's talking about fun. Yo, yeah. It's like, yeah, the niggas don't care.
Yeah. 300 Year Wrist is hard though, but like, yeah, he's wilding. Like,
so I got 300 Year Wrist, that should stand out joint.
I mean, for the angry songs.
Copy.
But it's like, yo, I was shocked at how angry the joint was, and he's my least scumbag of the week for that finesse though. That was crazy because like he went super positive, 30 million, biggest record in the world.
Yeah,
but his album's really just about killing niggas.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he had to get a radio something, but I mean,
he finessed me, that's for sure. I thought he had changed his life.
He's still on O Block. Don't be fooled.
I thought he changed.
Oh, you thought he was in Beverly Hills? Nah, it's still O Block, bro.
I thought he had like a good love and positivity album coming. You know what I mean? No, not at all.
NBA Finals starts tonight. How you feeling? Who you like? Denver, Miami.
I mean, I'm not going for no fucking Denver.
Absolutely not. Because first of all, the buff is going to be so crazy if Denver win. Oh my God. They already, anytime they got a white boy and they can like prop him up, they're going to do that. And the fact that like he's actually kind of sturdy and he get a chip is going to be a lot of buffery.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy Butler though. I think, didn't you pick the Celtics though to come out the East? If I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
niggas collapsed.
I mean, I originally picked the Sixers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're right. You did pick Sixers. They let you down. Then the Celtics collapsed.
Yeah, the Celtics collapsed. I mean, I just feel like Miami just had way more heart than the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Miami, I don't know if Miami got way more heart than Denver, but we going to see. You know what I'm saying? Because Denver got heart. I ain't going to lie. Like, they just totally ass and nothing like that.
They focused. They seem like they locked in.
They definitely locked in. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers wasn't, I don't know what they was doing. They just kind of like.
They blew it. In all of the games, like I saw the stat, it was like the Lakers lost by a combined 8 points over those 4 games, which is like really egregious if you're a Lakers fan because it's like, damn, we was right there.
Yeah.
Like the ball bounces this way, we make a layup, we hit a free throw, we having a different conversation.
Yeah, I think Darvin Ham got exposed that playoff series.
Yeah, some of his rotation, like it was too much D-Lo. Like D-Lo was supposed to be a dub after game 1. Like clearly he didn't have it.
Mike Malone showed his hand as a superior coach in that matchup. For sure.
In Darvin's defense, he's still a relatively new coach. You know what I mean?
Extremely new.
So
you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter.
Oh shit. Same thing with Joe Mazzulla. Like
He got raped.
He got raped, but I think what saved his job was for him to force a Game 7. Like, I think if they get sweep, he might get fired.
He would have got fired.
But the fact that he was able to, like,
he'll be back next year.
Yeah, he's back now. Brad Stevens just came out and said, he's back next year.
Oh, okay.
We'll give him another shot.
That's what's up.
Because even though, like, he could have got swept, it'd have been nasty. Like, 4 coaches in 4 years, it's like, all right, we got to, like, develop some type of continuity. You know what I mean? With somebody. We can't just keep swapping niggas in and out. Monty Williams with the Detroit, 6 years, 72.